Sit right down, sit right down, we're gonna have a show. Sit right down, we're gonna have a show. Hey! Play those songs, strum those songs, we're gonna have a show. Sit right down, we're gonna have a show. Hey! Let's go back to the Dulcimer here. A song that kind of harkens back to this era. Now, if you were a kid or an adult back about this time, if you wanted meat to eat, you'd have to go out and catch it. You might go out and get a fish, you might get a squirrel, you might get a raccoon. But if you wanted something real good, you go out and get yourself a groundhog. Now, to catch a groundhog, you got to whistle him out of his hole. That doesn't mean you walk up to the hole and go, "Here, boy." It doesn't work. To whistle a groundhog, you get yourself a stick as long as your wingspan. That's from fingertip to fingertip. And as big around as your little finger. And you go out and you find yourself a groundhog hole, and you run that stick down into the groundhog's hole. Usually the stick bumps up against nothing. But if it happens to bump up against a groundhog, you press it up against the groundhog's skin. Now, you don't stick him. Your stick isn't sharp. You don't go, I mean, we just want to eat him. We don't want to hurt him, you know. So you press that stick up against the groundhog, and you start twisting the stick. And that stick gets all twisted up in his hair. And before he knows it, he's stuck to the stick. And you can drag that groundhog out, and you got yourself a groundhog on a stick. Now, he's not ready to eat. They sell them at carnivals like that, though. They call them dogs on a stick. Watch for it, okay? You got to take that groundhog, and you got to skin him. Now, I'm going to tell you, folks, a secret that you probably don't know. I know the folks who work here at New Salem know this because they study all the old-time ways. But nowadays, this knowledge has gotten lost. To skin a groundhog, it's really easy. All you do is you take that groundhog, you flip him up over on his back so his little legs are sticking up in the air. And if you look up underneath his chin whiskers, there's a zipper. One of the early zippers developed. And you pull that zipper down, you can pop that meat right out. Then you got groundhog meat, you got groundhog skin. You can make yourself gloves or some slippers or maybe a hat from that groundhog skin. The groundhog meat, you got to boil for about 2 weeks to make it tender. That's not much of a joke, okay? Not much of a meal either. Anyway, and once you get that meat, you can grind it up and make groundhog burgers, groundhog tacos, whistle pig pizza. They call them whistle pigs because you whistle them out of the hole. Now shoulder up your gun and whistle up your dog. Shoulder up your gun and whistle up your dog. Off to the woods to hunt for groundhog. Oh, groundhog. Now there's too many rocks and too many logs. Too many rocks and too many logs. Too many rocks to hunt for groundhog. Oh, groundhog. Now groundhog stewed and groundhog fried. Groundhog stewed and groundhog fried. Best old groundhog I ever tried. Oh, groundhog. Now here comes Granny hopping on a cane. Here comes Granny hopping on a cane. She's gonna eat the groundhog's brains. Oh, groundhog. You don't waste any part of that groundhog, Now here comes Larry with a grin. Here comes Larry with a grin. He's gonna nibble the groundhog's chin. Oh, groundhog. Now here comes Mary with a jar of jelly. Here comes Mary with a jar of jelly. She's gonna eat the groundhog's belly. Oh, groundhog, ooh. Now here comes Sue saying that's not fair. Here comes Sue saying that's not fair. She's gonna eat the groundhog's hair. Oh, groundhog. It's kind of like spaghetti, you know. So shoulder up your gun, whistle up your dog. Shoulder up your gun, whistle up your dog. Off to the woods to hunt for groundhogs. Oh, groundhog. I was standing by my window on a cold, cloudy day when I saw that hearse come rolling for to carry my mother away. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord? By and by, there's a better home awaiting in the sky